Praise God from whom all blessings flow, all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above, ye heavenly hosts, heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen, amen.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum.
So a few days ago, we got a message from someone that leads a singing group from a college that I attended called Welch College in Gallatin, Tennessee. This singing group travels around the country visiting churches and doing service projects for the churches.
Warner Collier, College Station, Texas.
David Williford, Gallatin, Tennessee.
Elizabeth Yorkie, Madison, Alabama.
Crystal Lindsay, Red Bay, Alabama.
Meredith Bear, Cramerton, North Carolina.
Kinsley Kibis, Sevierville, Tennessee.
Brian Hauser, Chesterfield, Virginia. Jake Gates, Pleasantview, Tennessee.
Jacqueline Grizzle, Bristol, Tennessee.
Anna Pinson, Gallatin, Tennessee.
Ben Barcroft, Salem, Illinois.
Joyce is a traveling ensemble from Welch College in Gallatin, Tennessee, and we travel all over the East Coast telling people about Welch College and the Lord.
We have been traveling for 5 weeks. We've gone to Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Ohio.
And so they contacted us and asked if we would be interested in hosting them, and they had some free time. We're on their way through to Ohio, and we were on the way, so I wanted to know if they could stop by and if we had some stuff for them to do. I really badly wanted them to serve the city, do something in the city. Through some emails and things that didn't work out, we weren't able to get that through, so we found some projects around the church, and this group come in and they blew through some things that we need to do, some service opportunities just to get some things cleaned up and organized at the church. So I'm getting ready. We're taking them down to Pittsburgh tonight to let them see the incline and the overlook over the city. That's one of my favorite places to take groups to. It's where I proposed to my wife. I really think that Greensburg is in a really cool location because there's a lot of day trips or small trips that you can take to go to a lot of neat places. I've taken a lot of people to the incline, to downtown Pittsburgh, the Strip District, all these different places, baseball games, Steelers games, Penguins games. But then also you get further outside the city, we've got Hershey right up the road that you can take people to. We've got Gettysburg that you can take people to. I don't think that Niagara Falls is that far to take people to. So these are all great trips that we have taken some of the groups, some of the different visitors. When they don't get to see this part of the country, they come up and stay with us, and that's kind of some of the tours that we give them. And so tonight we're taking them to downtown Pittsburgh, this group, and we're going to share that with them. But this afternoon we decided that there was something that really needed to be shared about Greensburg. One of my favorite things about Greensburg, I've told you before, it's one of the reasons that we chose Greensburg, and that's because we have a Permane Brothers. Permane Brothers is an odd sandwich. Nowhere in the world has anything like it, and it's something that the Pittsburgh area is known for. So any chance that I get to take people to that, to check it out, is an opportunity that I take.
I got one pick slide because I love a challenge.
Okay, I got the ham and cheese thing with egg added and bacon.
Double egg and cheese and a side of buffalo wings.
Yeah, oh, I got the Pittsburgher.
I got the Carnegie. The Carnegie. That's what the ladies. I said Carnegie.
We're gonna have to slow it down.
Carnegie.
It's gonna be watched in Pittsburgh, so we're gonna have to.
I said Carnegie, and the lady said the Carnegie.
Yeah. So never been to somewhere quite like this. I never had fries on my sandwich. That was kind of weird when I came in, and that was what they had. But it was really good. The music was bumping. All the staff was nice, and 10 out of 10 would recommend.
I was following the eye, was following the eye, was following. following the eye, was 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 following the pack, all swallowed in their coats, with scars of red tied around their throats, to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. Then I turned round and there you go. Hey Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. With scarves of red tied around their throats, to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. Then I turned round and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime.
For me personally, this is where it kind of all started. This view overlooking this city, the Pittsburgh metro area, what I feel that God's called me to, and included in that is Greensburg. It's where my passion and my heart is, because my heart's not necessarily for the buildings and those kind of things, but my heart's for the people. And I love to just look out and imagine the 2.2 million people that live in the greater Pittsburgh area. And that's what I'm passionate about. One of my favorite stories about coming down to the overlook here on Mount Washington is the story of my wife and I. We weren't married at the time, but we were going to be engaged by the end of the night, because that was the plan. And so we were going to drive out to Mount Washington. I was going to surprise her and propose to her right here. And that night did not go well because of a few events that happened before that, but we found ourselves lost in downtown Pittsburgh. And the reason we were lost is because the convention center was being built at the time. And as the convention center was being built, they had roads closed down. I had never been to Pittsburgh that much, and my wife hadn't been here that much, so we didn't know where we were supposed to be going. We were just looking for it. And an hour and a half, 2 hours, we were driving around. We were frustrated. We were annoyed. I was nervous. It was all those things. So we're sitting at a red light. It's bumper to bumper traffic. There's about 5 or 6 cars in front of me, and there's concrete barriers on either side of the car. And all of a sudden I look up and I see ahead of us this woman running through the cars, weaving back and forth between the cars. Before I realized what was going on, I saw there was a man chasing her. The woman comes around to Jenna's side of the car, and the man slides across the hood of my car, grabs the woman, throws her down, and starts punching her just right there beside the car. Now, it took us a couple seconds to realize what was happening, along with all the construction workers standing there. And before we realized what was happening, we look up and there's a gun pointed in our window and a cop yelling, "Get on the ground." The cop goes around to the back of the car, puts the gun on the back of the guy's head, throws him down, and then starts cuffing him. The light turns green. We drive on. 30 minutes later, we were engaged. Kind of ruined a romantic night, but it's a great story, and we love to think about it every time we come up here.
I love this city because it takes your breath away. It's a nice place to be at. There's some pretty cool things here.
So there it is, some of my favorite places to take people from out of town that don't know this area, haven't been a part of this area before. We live in a great location. It's not that far to a lot of great places within driving distance, a lot of great sightseeing, and I really enjoy traveling around and seeing other places. What about you? Why don't you comment below with the places that you like to go, the things that you like to see and do when you take people that aren't from this area. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you share this video. Make sure that you subscribe if you're enjoying this channel. Once again, this is my city, Greensburg.
For food and hospitality, we thank you now, dear friends. Your kindness we shall never forget until our journey ends. We thank you, may God be good to you. For food and hospitality, we thank you now, dear friends.